Today we're leaving the bikes behind to enjoy Kanazawa by foot. Sometimes Zeb and I have a date day where we go into the city to enjoy walking around and cafe hopping together. This was one of those days, and maybe it'll give you some ideas for things to do if you're in the city too. On the weekends, the train from Uchinada to Kanazawa is only 500 yen for a round trip ticket. Usually it's 400 yen each way. We didn't hit a lot of the main attractions on this walk. For example, if it's your first time in Kanazawa, you don't want to miss things like seeing the castle, Kenroku Garden, the two tea districts on the east side, or Oyama Shrine. But I have other videos featuring those if you're interested. Instead, today was a more chill day, where we just wanted to walk through the Nagamachi Samurai District, visit a unique museum by the Sai River, and get something sweet to eat in the Nishi Chaya Tea District. I have the Strava file from our walk linked below too if you want to try a similar route. You might not even recognize Zeb in this video. He had just shaved his beard for the first time since high school to see what he looked like, and it was actually the first time I had ever seen his chin. But anyway, it was exciting to be heading into the city on a sunny day together. The first thing we did was get lunch. Right next to the train station is Forest Mall, and on the 6th floor of the mall are a ton of great restaurants. Oh, there's so much to choose from. This is good because I was getting really hungry.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We wanted conveyor belt sushi at Mori Mori, but the line was too long since it was a Saturday. So we went to Shiroku instead, and it was really fast and tasty. I got one of the seafood rice bowl set meals, and Zeb had a stir-fry set meal. The Kanazawa Pokemon Center is also in the mall, so we couldn't not stop there on the way out. Is this a Pokemon?
Yeah.
I've never seen them before. Oh my god. This is the Shirahige Shrine, close to the Kanazawa station. My, hips are too wide for this tiny child seat. It's kind of pinching my hips a little bit.
That's for me.
Oh, little hip boy. Shirahige means white beard in Japanese, and it's a small shrine, but it happens to have a really fun swing set, so we hung out here for a bit. We had our nice lunch, now we're trying to go get some coffee, and afterwards maybe a little sweet treat.
Yeah, and where we're going is not a cat cafe.
But there's a cat!
It's a cafe with a cat.
I hope the cat is there.
He lives there, where else would he be?
We're kind of near the Nagamachi area, and this part of Kanazawa has all these really nice canals and running water all through the streets. It's really pleasant to walk next to. Kanazawa has a network of canals which gets their water from nearby Mount Hakusan, one of Japan's 3 sacred mountains. The city itself is surrounded by the Sai and the Asano rivers, one on each side. There are 55 irrigation canals throughout the city, totaling almost 150 kilometers. They're beautiful, but also functional, since they were originally built to bring water to the gardens, and the Tatsumi Canal was used as a fire prevention measure for the castle. There's this little shrine that's tucked in back here on the Seseragi shopping street, and Seseragi is the sound that running water through a creek makes, kind of like this. I kept saying Seseragi, but it's Seseragi. My pronunciation in general isn't really the best. The sun feels so nice. Hello. Now we're in the Nagamachi Samurai area, and a lot of these old houses are just open to the public during certain hours, and you can just come and admire them for free. During the feudal era, Kanazawa was the center of the Kaga domain, under the rule of the powerful and wealthy Maeda family. This Nagamachi district used to be the residential area for the middle to high-ranking samurai and their families. There are still a few homes here that you can go inside, or at least go into the gardens. The Nomura residence a couple streets over is probably the most well-known example. The weather today is so perfect. I can't believe that this is only mid-February. The earthen walls, called tsuchikabe, are covered with straw mats in the winter to protect them from snow and from being cracked in the freezing and thawing temperatures. These straw mats are called komo, and they'll stay up until around March. Now we are on the hunt for some coffee. We kept walking through the Katamachi area, which has a bunch of restaurants and shops, and is much more modern. This window display had hinamatsuri dolls, which are for Girls' Day in March. Oh look, some hinamatsuri stuff. Unfortunately, the cafe that we were planning to go to was closed today, but I hope to go again soon when they're open.
Closed.
Are they really?
Yeah.
They're closed. Bummer. Next time. We're gonna have to come back to visit the cat at the cafe because he's taking a break and the cafe's closed, so he must work very hard. The little cat needed some vacation time. So we're gonna go see a different cafe. It's cute. Instead, we decided to go down Tatemachi Street, which is a small, kind of hip shopping street on the south side of town near the Sai River. There was a cute coffee roasting shop here that we stopped at. Kanazawa has so many great cafes and coffee shops. Honestly, I bet there are hundreds just within a 45-minute driving radius of Kanazawa Station. The only negative is that very few are open before 11 a.m. It's very much an afternoon coffee culture here, but still, all the options are really nice. This shop was really cozy, and we had a nice pour-over style coffee that came with a little chocolate. You could also buy coffee tickets in advance, which was a cute idea, and you could really see how many people come here regularly because of all the tickets on the wall. There's a mustache on the bottom of the cup. See, watch. So we're really close to the Saigawa River right now, and there's this really funky museum that I want to go see if it's open right now. I had seen pictures of this art exhibition museum type space that I wanted to check out. From the outside, the space didn't really look like much, but I was pretty curious about the inside. The rules were posted outside, and if you wanted to enter, you could ring the bell. This place is so interesting. Thousands of dandelions. There were so many dandelion fluffs in there, and yeah, a very unique art gallery. It was a 1,000 yen entry fee, which seemed a little expensive, but it was such a unique space that I think it was worth it to see. It was really whimsical and such a delicate thing to create art with. I wonder how long it took the artist to collect so many. Finally, we crossed the Saigawa and headed to Nishi Chaya, one of Kanazawa's 3 historic tea districts. That gallery also has chickens outside, but apparently during the day they just wander the Saigawa. And I guess they just come back at night, get back in their little chicken home. Chaya means tea house, and these are entertainment districts with geiko that entertain guests with music, dance, tea, and games. Geiko is what geisha are called in this region, and it literally means woman of art. This tea district was established in 1820, and it's on the opposite side of the city from the Kazuemachi district and the larger Higashi Chaya district. It's a bit farther away, but also less crowded for that same reason. The sweet shop we went to was called Mame, which means beans. They specialize in amanato, a type of sweet dessert bean, and also sweet bean paste. We got some monika, which are a type of dessert, or wagashi, that are made from adzuki bean paste sandwiched between wafers. Sometimes they use ice cream too. The shop had a renovated kura, or storehouse, that you could eat your dessert inside. It had such a nice atmosphere there. This is so cute. Yeah, it's really nice in here. There's not anybody else right now. does that mean? I got matcha ice cream and some red bean inside this little crispy shell.
I really don't know what it is. It's like, it's not ice cream.
Really?
It's some kind of like chestnut paste.
You got chestnut with mochi, right?
There's chestnut paste, mochi, and then there's some kind of like maybe strawberry jam or something. It's really good though. It's like a very traditional Monaco.
Yeah.
Ice cream I like.
This street is also near the Tatemachi temple area, with a high concentration of beautiful temples scattered around this part of the city. That was very fun. Yeah, it was a good day. Good day in Kanazawa. Thanks for joining us on our walk and date day in the city. I hope this gives you some ideas for things to do if you're in Kanazawa, and I'll see you in the next video.